What is incident response in cybersecurity? What happens when an organization is under attack? What happens when there is a ransomware? What happens when? What happens when? This is the entire process of incident response. But first, let's talk about a security incident. What is an incident? An incident is an event that could potentially jeopardize the security of an organization. What happens if the security of an organization is jeopardized? Data breaches, ransomware attacks, insider attacks, it depends. Wide scale. Now, the impact includes financial loss, reputation damage, legal liability, PR, etc. But now, it's important to note that an incident for one organization is not necessarily the same for another organization. This depends on the size of the organization. For some organizations, phishing can be devastating. For others, it's just a minor event. Now, what is incident response? This is the process of handling a security incident. What happens when? So this is what an organization does to recover from an incident. And the purpose is to minimize the damage caused by a security incident, to ensure that the business continues to operate, to build the trust of your stakeholder, to comply with laws and regulations, and to ensure that systems come back to normal operations as quickly as possible. Now, this typically happens in 7 steps, and let's look at each of them individually. First, preparation. Preparation occurs before the incident. So you have to prepare yourself for an incident. You have to anticipate because it will happen one way or the other. Every organization always experiences some kind of attack, but you have to get ready for that. So you train your personnel on how to respond. You have documentation ready in case something happens. Then you have detection and analysis. Instead of detection, you might sometimes see identification. Those can be used interchangeably. So detection and analysis. How do you identify the threats? How do you know that something happened? All events aren't security incidents. A phishing for one organization can be just an event. For another organization, it can be a security incident. So how do you classify them? Use your software, intrusion detection systems to raise alerts, your SIM tools to raise alerts, use humans, use CCTV to identify or to detect. And how do you analyze? How dangerous is the incident? What is the impact? Can it destroy the entire organization, or is it just a simple thing? So detection, you identify the incident. Analysis, you analyze the impact. How bad could it be? Then you contain. You contain the incident. You contain everything. You disconnect everything. If it affected computers in HR only, you disconnect them from the entire network, from the rest of the network, to limit the ability of the malware or whatever it is to spread to the rest of the network. You disconnect and you contain everything. Then you eradicate. So you get rid of the components from the attacks. You disable any affected accounts or software that were affected. You get rid of everything. You eradicate. But next, you recover. Return your systems to normal operations. You clear everything. You reinstall from known backups. You restore your servers. And finally, you have an important meeting to find out what happened, what you can do differently, and how you can train your staff. So this is the entire incident response process. You prepare, you get ready for the incident, you detect if something happened, you have to know that it happened. How do you detect that? You analyze what exactly happened, how dangerous it is. You contain, you limit the ability to spread to the rest of the network. You eradicate, so you delete the components from the attack. You recover to normal operations, and you get your lessons learned. How can you do your lessons learned? Analyze an incident to understand what happened and how future incidents can be prevented. So here, first you do a root cause analysis. What is the underlying reason for the incident? Why exactly did it happen? What could we have done better? You have tabletop exercises. These are discussion-based sessions where team members walk through hypothetical incident scenarios. What will happen if we do this? But what if we do this? This could happen. Tabletop exercises. Then you have simulations. These are more advanced and realistic exercises. Active participation from incident response teams and security teams, live attacks on systems to see how they will respond. Simulating actual attacks, actual real-life attacks.
All right, guys, was that interesting? Subscribe to our YouTube channel. Trust me, you will not regret it. Also follow us on our various social media platforms, including Instagram, LinkedIn, Twitter, and Facebook, and more, to be the first to know about the awesome contents that we're prepping for you guys. Thank you for your attention. Hope to see you on the other side.